Hi, my name is Anthony. Can you dig it, Yigit? I represented Sweden in the 2012 Olympics in London, and I am currently the EBU European light welterweight champion. Today, here with me, I have my assistant, Tahira Begum. She's going to help me demonstrate to you how to do simple slips and rolls by taking some things in consideration, and what you can think about as a southpaw while you're doing these slips and rolls. So, the first thing I would like to show you as a southpaw or even as an orthodox is that many people, what they do is that when they roll from their backs, yeah? So when they do the roll is that they go down here. So they bring their torso forward, and so it basically looks like this. They bend from their backs, so they use their backs to roll. And I would like to recommend that when we roll from the knees instead, so the back is straight, because what happens is that it will keep you ready to throw combinations even while you're rolling, because if you go down here you can't really throw punches because it will have no power, and you will also be quite open for uppercuts if the opponent would like to throw some. So what we want to do is that when we roll from the knees, we go down here. The back is still straight, and at the same time, if you want, we can still punch, and once we come up, we will still have power and the balance to throw the punches. So the same thing goes for the slips. What many people tend to do is that when they slip from their backs, so they slip here and here, and we don't want to do that because it takes too long and it's too much of an effort to do when we slip here and here. What we want to do is to slip with rotations. So if you look at me and my knees, is that we slip with the knees. So we go down or we go down. So it's mostly about the knees. My shoulders are pointing towards my opponent while I'm slipping. So slip, slip, and look at my knees. Slip, go back up, slip, go back up. It's almost no effort to do than doing this. This takes too much effort, and it will keep you out of balance if you would like to throw punches. But if you slip from the knees and you come back up, you're already in the rotation of throwing punches. Okay, so there are some things to think about as a southpaw when you're doing these slips and rolls, is that still you would like to go out on the right side. For example, we start with the slips. If she throws a jab at you, what you would like to do is that you slip, but you would like to take a small step to the side with the slip, because you would like to end up out here. You would like to end up mostly on this side to make sure that you're out of her line of sight, but she is in yours. So, for example, if you know that she's gonna throw a 1-2, so if you throw a 1-2, I can block them or whatever, or throw them again, I can slip them, yeah? But what we can do, if she wants to throw a 1-2, if I slip the first one and go to this side, the second one doesn't really matter. Because if you throw a 1-2 again, and I slip on this side, you see, her right hand doesn't really matter much to me, because as I move to this side. That's also one of the reasons why we as southpaws would like to move to this side, because we nullify their right hands. Another thing we can do is, while we are slipping to that side, if you throw just a jab at me, because what we would like to do, throw the jab at me again, is that we slip to this side. Look, we don't want to stay here. What we do want is to go back into position to throw our combinations. So if you're not looking to counter straight away, like I showed you, like when we did 1-2, so what we would like to do is to reposition ourselves. That's when she throws the jab, you move to the side, and see, I'm still in position to throw my combinations, okay? And if you would like to, as a southpaw, if you would like to slip to that side, to the left side, is that when she throws a jab at you, maybe you slip to this side, throw the jab again towards my face, please. So you slip to this side, throw it again, slip to this side, and if she throws it again, what you can do is slip, and then look at what I'm doing here. What you can do if you want to, is that you roll. When you roll, it comes from the knees, not from the body. So if you look at what I'm doing, I'm taking a small step to go out. So throw it again, I slip, and look, if I want to, I can roll. We will go much more into it, but this is from where I roll. I take my step to go out, okay? as Southpaws, let me show you how to do when you roll. So what you do is, if you're in close, for example, and the person is throwing a hook at you, so if you throw a hook at me, so the hook is coming, you know it's coming, we don't want to bend the back. Once again, I don't want to stress it too much, but if you throw the hook at me again, we don't want to end up here. We want to end up, throw it again, we want to end up here, all right? Big difference from this and here, okay? And we take the step. Why? Because as Southpaws, we want to end up on the right side. One more time. Roll, you see? And I'm out here, yeah? And even if she throws two hooks, if she throws a left hook and a right hook to do it, it does not matter because we end up out here anyways, okay? So that's why as Southpaws we nullify her left hand, okay? If we do, however, if she by some reason starts with her left hand, throwing her hook with the left hand, so then we just roll it, and then she throws the other hand, and that's when we take the step to go out. We do not go out on the other side because it's much simpler for her to swing with the left hand and still hit you after if you throw it again. It's much simpler for her to still hit you with this one once you go out to this side, okay? That's why if she throws a right and left hook, so you just slip and then roll and go to this side. As Southpaws, we mostly want to go out on this side. Yes, thank you so much for watching this video on how to roll and slip and when to use different kinds of rolls and slips. My name is Anthony. Can you dig it, Yigit? If you want to see more of me or follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram, dig it Yigit at Insta, or my Facebook page, Anthony. Can you dig it, Yigit? Or also my webpage, digityigit.com. If you want to, you can also follow my assistant, Tahira Begum, at her Instagram.
That's TS_Pilates.
So thank you so much for watching us today.